I called it a love fest. It was almost a love fest. Maybe it was a love fest. Standing ovations. There is great unity. I mean, if you look at the Democrats with Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, that's a mess. There's great unity in the Republican Party.
President Trump today talking about his meeting yesterday with Republicans and the two members of his own party throwing haymakers about the job that he's doing. But let's not let the Democrats off the hook tonight. What are they doing with so much at stake? Joining me this evening will be New Jersey Senator Cory Booker. He's going to be here shortly. He's in traffic about a block away. He's going to be here to endorse the gentleman sitting here to my right, Ben Jealous, former head of the NAACP. He's running in the Democratic primary to become Maryland's next governor. Ben, thanks a lot for coming in.
It's good to see you, Bruce.
Good to see you. How do you plan to win? You know, it's a crowded field, and a lot of people you're running against have been proven vote getters in the state of Maryland. How do you overcome that?
What's most important is being able to beat this governor. I'm the only one in this race who's shown that in tough times I can actually boost voter turnout. In 2012, you might recall, going into it, we didn't know how black folks were going to turn out. A lot of folks were concerned black men may not show up. The NAACP under my leadership was called the unsung heroes of Obama's re-election by Van Jones on CNN, because we ran the largest door-to-door voter operation in the country. We turned out 1.4 million unlikely voters. When you come back to the primary, the way I'm going to win the primary, it's the same way that Doug Wilder won, that David Dinkins won, that Harold Washington won. We're going to build a movement, a rainbow coalition, a beloved community of working families of all colors, of all races, from all regions of the state, across the state. And when you look at my support, what you'll see is that it's roughly even in sort of every major demographic group. And it's because that's what I've done my whole life. Every tough thing I've done the same way. I've built bigger, broader coalitions than folks thought was possible.
No, the only poll I've seen with all the candidates in there has Rushern Baker, the Prince George's County executive, you know, leading, and still not able to beat this governor. How do you, number one, knock out Rushern Baker and some of these other, again, proven vote getters? I mean, they've got a track record. He's going to do well in Prince George's County. How do you counter that?
Yeah, it's early. I've come out of nowhere, tied for second after 4 months. If you look at my endorsements, I'm the only one in this race who's been endorsed by major constituencies.
You got endorsements, yeah.
45,000 workers in SEIU, thousands of people in the Working Families Party, in DFA, and more unions being rolled out, the postal workers, et cetera. So we're doing this as organizers. We're bringing in constituencies. Just had a bunch of black pastors in Prince George's endorsement.
Man,
as
what
well.
are the issues in Maryland? What are the issues that separate you from the incumbent governor?
This governor has taken us backwards on schools. Our schools have fallen from first to fifth. He has let the opioid epidemic spiral out of control in the state and is trying to prosecute it with failed war on drug strategies when what we need is rehab on demand. We got to deal with it as a health crisis. He has been completely disinterested in the violence in Baltimore, even though BPD has been a state agency since the Civil War, and there's a real responsibility for the governor to be involved. I'll take a smart on crime approach to actually bringing down violence, doing things like investing in the Safe Streets program, which has been proven in the 4 neighborhoods of the 200 in Baltimore where they're active, to bring down shootings 40 to 80%. You know, on schools, we'll make sure that our schools are fully funded. I'll stop his voucher program day one, which is taking millions of dollars out of our general fund and put it into private schools, knowing that 80% of the kids who would benefit are already in those private schools. We need to fully fund our public schools right now.
Okay, don't go away. Senator Booker is going to join us shortly, and we want to continue this. And I want to ask you if President Trump is going to be a factor in this. We're going to be right back. Stay with us.